Hello and welcome to the Path of Least Resistance. I am Versailles. Today we're going to do a run against the 6.5 star Ancient Fear Adventure using Nami. For Relics we have Chemtech, Duplicator, and 2 Grand General's Counterplan. If you do have Echoing Spirit, you're going to want to use that instead of a Grand General's Counterplan. Basic function here is that if you ever hit Chemtech, you win the game. And so your goal is to survive until you get to Chemtech, and then, yeah, you win the game. Because you can play an infinite amount of spells. So for spells, something like Spellslinger is probably really good, unless you play more spells. Ideally, you want to find a mana gem. You don't want shared mana gems though, because your opponent having a mana gem is terrible. But something like Spellslinger or Wild Inspiration would be good. You can also take counterfeit copies, which might actually be the best thing to do. But I'm gonna try with just Spellslinger here. And counterfeit copies is a pity power, which means you can always re-roll into it. You counterfeit Nami, and then, yeah. It makes your deck bigger, so it's less likely that Elise pulls an Arachnoid Horror, or that Fiddlesticks runs you, well, plays more Nightmares. He's not going to run you out of cards, because in the situations where you would normally run out of cards, you're going to lose the game. Like, immediately if that happens. Because you're going to add, I don't know, 30 cards to your hand when you do anything. And so, yeah, you'll just lose the game. There's no amount of counterfeit copies that's going to save you there. But it can still prevent you from drawing nightmares for him. So we're going to play Ebb and Flow, and then Ebb and Flow, and then we're going to drop a Wiggly Burblefish here, and we're going to play Flow. If you don't have Spellslinger or Wild Inspiration, you're only going to be able to play like one spell on turn 3, then you're going to be out of mana, but I mean if you have it then you can, and you know, that's always nice. I'm going to play Answered Prayer here. Then we can play more Ebb. And more Flow. Ebb and Flow. Spellslinger is really good, because it lets you do that. We're not even into Chemtech yet, and we still, you know, made enough power to win the game. Normally you do have to last until Chemtech is active. Because of that, you're going to want to find cards with capture on them. It is really important. We're going to take Deathless here because, I don't know, we didn't have good options and I don't want to waste rerolls. But at your support, basically, if you don't see something with capture, you should probably be thinking about rerolling and trying to get something with capture, or this might be good enough. We have Demacian Steel with create a unit. We have Spirit Stone on Elkin, and we have Vayne with cost reduction so she can block Fearsome. This might be good enough. I'm not sure. We also have Sleepy Trouble Bubble on this other side with Dragon Tooth, and then Zoe with Rally. I'm going to just take this Zoe because of the stun. And then we're going to go through Vicious Mockery because I prefer the Champion Item Chest over the Healer, but Shadow in the Brush is also fine. It's not too challenging. Again, as long as you can survive round 2 and round 4, you win the game. So usually you can put up enough defense for that to be possible. I drop Spacey Sketcher. It's gonna die to this, or it's not gonna die to the Gloom, but it's, you know, going to be reduced, and that's fine. We can eat that Gloom there. And then we could drop this other one if we wanted, but we don't really have cards we want to get rid of at this moment. So we're gonna pass, and now it's dead. Pretty expected. A Crescent Strike here so that we take less damage. And I'm going to play Answered Prayer. And if we play Zoe, she's auto dead, so there's no reason to do that. I'm going to play the other Answered Prayer as well. Okay, now we know what we're working with. Tempted to just pass and let them play a card. So, I'm gonna drop Spacey Sketcher to eat the Gloom, and then we'll drop Nami. Then we're gonna play her spell. Ebb and flow. And ebb and flow. And we didn't gain any hit points because we didn't level. So I think I'm gonna Sleepy Trouble Bubble as well. Yeah, so now this guy will live. And then I'm gonna Paddle Star. Casting spells is just good. And then we're gonna save to block. Nami could die here, that's fine. And then we're gonna Crescent. We could just let this damage happen, it's not really that big of a deal. I'm gonna block the one thing that I survive. Gonna drop Zoe. Zoe instantly dies, gonna drop Nami. And we're gonna Ebb. And we're gonna flow. I feel like I got a mana gem from somewhere. We're gonna ebb and flow. Spacey Sketcher has a mana gem. Okay. Probably from Hextech Fabricator. Ebb and flow. Flow. Gonna ransom riches. Take this Arachnoid Horror. And I don't know, Gloom Sprites, I guess. Play one of them. Do more ebbs, more flows. And ebb and flow. That is all my mana. We do have an attack because Zoe died. And attack should... It's not gonna win the game. Drop Abyssal Guard. Get hit with Existential Dread, that's fine. We're gonna ebb. And we're gonna flow. And we're gonna attack here. The games are long because you have to cast one spell a bunch of times. Cunning Sweep is great, has stun on it. And at the champion item chest, Spell Shield on Nami is probably really good because she does need to survive. And we'll go through Thalassophobia because we have to. This, you do have to make sure Nami doesn't die to the list, but as long as you pull that off, you're fine. And you can bait the list with, you know, other units, or in this case we have Cunning Sweep, so we're going to be able to play the list. Or play Cunning Sweep and stun whatever they use the list on. Cunning Sweep now is maybe good? They might have Blood in the Water. Not sure they can play it if I don't play a unit though. I'm gonna play Nami. Okay, this was a mistake. In my head, Sundering Slam was fast speed, and my plan was to stun the thing that hit Nami. So they can play the list whenever they want right now. I guess we just wait for that. And then we're gonna get hit with the Overwhelm from that. And I still need to drop Nami. And they have Blood in the Water, which is really unfortunate. Drop Otterpuss, that might make them reluctant to attack. It did not. So we're in a bad spot. They don't have much going for them. So hopefully we'll figure something out. I think I would rather have a unit than stun here. Drop Spacey Sketcher. was hoping for something else. Okay, I think still get hit by the list here. Yeah. We can drop new Nami. Or stun. Just shouldn't have messed up the beginning, that's really the issue. This is spawn. Then we drop new Nami. Then we're gonna ebb. And we're gonna flow. And we're gonna ebb and flow. Now, I was hoping some of those would like hit this guy, because that would have really helped me out. But this is alive. And alive is all we ever ask. Alright, don't want to get hit with the list while they have units alive, so we ebb. And our hand is full, unfortunately. I think I'm gonna just make sure I have hit points though, even though it's gonna burn spells. Flow. Ebb and flow. Flow. Ebb and flow. Ebb and flow. Ebb. Now they have nothing on the board, so we can drop a unit. And then we're gonna flow, since they have a unit back on the board. Ebb and flow. Ebb and flow. Flow. Ebb and flow. I can win the game. That worked out bad. Ended up okay, but it did not start well. I can take Draw Champion on Poro Cannon. Behold the Infinite's probably a better card overall, but I've been having problems drawing my champions, and it's kind of frustrating, so trying to not have that problem. Overwhelm is probably really good. It would help us win a little bit earlier, and we can get rid of our worst card if we want. We don't have to. Because having more cards against Elise and Fiddlesticks is good, so I'm just gonna not do that here and pray that I draw the correct cards. And we go into Elise. We have a Cunning Sweep, which will help, and then ways to draw our champions, and we have Invoke Guy, which we can use to invoke. And hopefully get Crescent Strike. That is the ultimate goal here. I'm gonna play Ransom Riches. Don't find anything good, but that's okay. We can just drop it. We get Equinox, which is not Crescent Strike, you will note. And I think that's maybe fine. I'll save it for later. Arachnoid Host is terrible. It just makes everything so much harder. But it's fine, we'll Sleepy Trouble Bubble here. It's probably not actually fine. Like I'm saying the words, it's fine, but it's not. And we'll block, that wasn't that much damage. And we can drop Nami here. And get Poro Cannon to let me draw some champions. Or a champion, I guess. We're gonna drop Daring Poro and Daring Poro. We're gonna silence Necrotic Arachnoid because we don't want to take damage when we kill their units. And we're also gonna drop Zoe here. And we're gonna ebb and flow. Spellslinger is so good. Ebb and flow. Otherwise, again, we would only be able to play like 1 or 2 of these instead of all of them. Ebb and flow, and ebb and flow. And I'm gonna play Answer Prayers here. I think I'm fine with ebb and flow again, some more. You have a lot of elusives and everything is overwhelmed. So if we could get over their hit point limit, we would win the game. I don't think that's gonna happen. We attack, yeah, it's only 26 right now. We get super cool star chart, and we can take another Equinox. And I'm not sure what we're Equinoxing. I don't think it's on the board yet. Stun is fine. Go ahead and Equinox. And they auto-replaced. Whatever's attacking Nami is what we're stunning. And I think I'm gonna play my ebbs and flows. To try to keep at least one of my units alive so that I can win next round. So didn't quite do too much, but we kept 2 alive. So maybe that was fine. Actually, we also got the rally, so we can stun. We are 2 damage short. That's okay. We attack again. That was maybe the best Elise has ever gone for me. Elise is going to be your stopping point, which is why you really want capture or hold them off or something to that effect. And take Spirit Stone here. The extra copy will let us play Ebb and Flow as soon as we drop Nami, which helps. And then Quick Draw is okay. I think I can do better. Gain Empowerment's interesting, but maybe not useful. Slow and Steady works on a couple spells, so it's fine. It's not the best thing. Obviously you want to manage them. We'll go into the Pale Death. We roll everything. We can keep Otter Puss because it makes 2 blockers. Slow but steady works on Answered Prayers, so we can draw more Nami. And I'm just gonna pass and let them do their thing. Drop Portal Creatures here. Yeah, see, if you put things out, they can attack them with whatever. They have so many ways to kill your guys. But you also don't want to be sitting in like this board and have no blockers, so you do need to make choices. You can prank Ruination, that's really good for you. An Answered Prayer. Could stun here. I don't think it's strictly necessary. I'm gonna take Sharpened Resolve so that I can kill an extra guy. I think this is fine. Obviously a little concerned. They still have Crumble and some other things. We only have 16 hit points. We're not in a really good position. There's the Crumble. So we're gonna play our Ebbs and Flows, trying to kill that guy before the Crumble goes off. And if not, we'll at least get some hit points back. Ebb and Flow. Ebb. And Flow. Ebb and flow. Flow. Ebb and flow. Ebb. Flow. One more chance. Ebb and flow. And we missed. Happens. They can't ruination because I made it more expensive. We can attack here. Super cool star chart. Take Equinox, I guess. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Same deal. We're gonna try to ebb and flow to keep our guy alive. So we ebb, and we flow, and we ebb and flow, and we ebb, and we flow, and we ebb and flow, and we flow. Hit it once, and we ebb and flow. So, didn't quite work out. And a sleepy trouble bubble. And drop Zoe. Yeah, I guess I can attack here. Super cool star chart. We can spell shield. I mean, if I'm doing anything, it's going to be on the crack shot course there. Doesn't matter because we win now. So ebb. And flow. And ebb and flow. Ebb. And flow. Ebb and flow. And we attack and win the game. So there, I probably would have lost if not for Spellslinger. Sometimes that happens. Usually this is fine though. I have Nagaka Boros with coins is interesting. Probably better than Jailbreak, but I'm not sure. At the shop. Guess we take Arcane Empowerment because it exists. It'll make the ebb and flow do more damage. Which might be useful. And a Poro Cannon here. Drop a Poro. It'll die. Drop a Zoe. He didn't die. I'm not gonna protect her though. Should she decide to die later, I'm gonna choose to not worry about it. Why is that thing so big already? I'm gonna play Otterpuss. And we block. And we block. And this is about the best we can do. Drop a Poro. We'll start pranking cards. Harsh Winds. Howling Gale. We might get a card return, so from Windsinger this round. I kind of don't want to do anything until that happens. Yeah, there it is. Redrop Zoe. They both die, that's really bad for me. Drop Nami. And we're gonna ebb. And we're gonna flow. And we're gonna ebb and flow. And we're gonna ebb. And we're gonna flow. And we're gonna ebb and flow. This is much better if you have another unit on the board to buff. Ebb and flow. We have another one, but I'm just gonna hold it for now. Eye of Nagakaburos. Or a blocker. And then I'm gonna play this coin. Gonna drop Zoe. Nami dies, that's okay. Doesn't have to die, we can mini-morph. And then... Still not like in a great position. I need to block one more thing. I have Cunning Sweep, which I can use. But let's ebb and flow first and see where that ends up. Ebb and flow. Flow. Ebb and flow. Ebb. And flow. We'll take the damage now. Then we ebb and flow. And I think we're good. So they still have Harsh Winds and Windsinger that they could recall. I assume they're recalling Zoe. Start with Coral Creatures. There's the Harsh Winds and the recall. Drop Zoe. Then we ebb. And we'll flow. And we'll ebb and flow. And we'll ebb and flow. And we'll ebb and flow. And we'll flow. And we'll ebb and flow. And we'll ebb and flow. And we'll ebb. And we'll flow. And we'll attack. And that's not enough yet, so we'll ebb and flow. And now it's enough. And we win the game. I'm gonna take Abyssal Guard. Well, Sunburst maybe isn't bad. I'm gonna take Sunburst. Crystal Carrier on Nami. Or we could take it on Zoe, actually. I think on Nami's probably better. Go to the shop. Celestial Wonder is incredible. Take Reunited. I'm gonna take one Celestial Wonder. It has Farsight on it, so we're forced to draw it. And then it probably won't take a card out of our deck. And I think... I don't know. Could remove a card. It's not always the best idea. Get rid of Ransom Riches and hope that that doesn't kill me. So the way Fiddlesticks works is you mill a card for every card that you add to your hand. So if we do the ebb and flow combination, we will lose the game. Also, we got super lucky there, they didn't pull any nightmares. Usually they Crow Storm on that round, so I'm kind of surprised they didn't do that. But yeah, if we ebb and flow, we're going to burn all our cards and die. So we kind of can't do that until we're ready to win. And something like Coral Creatures, you know, adds cards to your hand as well. I'm gonna pass, see if they Crow Storm. And they do. And so obviously I can't survive this next round. So let's drop Zoe here. And we get hit with a Glare, which should drop Nami instead. Man. Drop Nami now. So we'll be in Chemtech next round. And we need to win, but we also don't have the attack token. So not entirely sure what my plan is. Double Reap and Gloom, sure, that kills me. We can Celestial Wonder for 2.
Let the tide carry you.
And we stun another one. Oh, that'll make cards in my hand. No! Low on cards. This will also make cards in my hand. I'm gonna try to just absorb it here. And we'll get Nami down, which also makes cards in my hand. We can play one of the Ebbs. Those will make 2 more cards in my deck. And hopefully, we're gonna play the other Ebb as well. And hopefully. Also gonna play Burblefish because I want a way to win the game. As long as I don't run out of cards, I'm kind of okay. Didn't run out of cards. Still have 1 card left. So things that are bad that can happen are Vengeance. Maybe a couple more options. We can do whatever we want this round because there's... if we don't win, we lose. So I kind of want as many units on the board as possible to give me the best chance of winning. And then it doesn't matter if I play like a card that adds cards. Because again, if we don't win here, we very, very much lose. But it looks fine. They don't have blockers really. And we have Overwhelm, so should be okay. And they only have 3 mana, so I think they're either can't use Vengeance or aren't going to. Shouldn't have played that spell, just made too much trash in my hand. Ebb and flow. Ebb and flow. Ebb and flow. Flow. Ebb and flow. Ebb and flow. Ebb. Rastin's a disaster. And flow. Ebb and flow. Ebb and flow. Flow. Ebb and flow. Ebb and flow. Ebb. I think we're good. And we win! Yeah, so that wasn't the easiest thing I've ever done in my life. Counterfeit copies does actually help a lot. Evens out a lot of the bad parts that can happen. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard. Better with Echoing Spirit, for sure. And better if you get a mana gem. If you get a mana gem, or 2, Perfected Mana Flow would be amazing. But Spellslinger is really good. That definitely made it so that this was possible. It wouldn't have been without. Wild Inspiration's your other option, where you're reducing the cost of created cards, and since all your cards are created, then you live. And then, things like Hold It and Hold Them Off will keep you alive for those rounds that you need to survive before Chemtech is active. Obviously, every time Chemtech became active, we automatically won the game. So, just gotta make sure that that happens. I don't think this is like super easy, but it's not the worst either. It is repetitive, where you're playing just one spell a lot of times. So it's a little boring to replay if you have to. But I won 2 out of, let's call it 6 times, which isn't the best ratio. A lot of times I lost to just not drawing Nami, though. And again, you do want something with capture. Also, if you get Samira as a partner, that does give you access to basically infinite rally as soon as you're in Chemtech, because you play so many cards that every 6 cards you play, you're going to get rally. And, 6 cards is 3 cards because of Chemtech Duplicator. It happens all the time. So you just get infinite attacks and you're boosting Samira every time. So that's a good partner to have, especially if she comes with Capture. Like I said, I think Capture is really important because it prevents a lot of those bad rounds where you're just taking all of your life and damage at once, and if that ever happens, you lose the game. So, this is my Nami versus Ancient Fear. Wasn't super clean, the other run was actually a lot cleaner, but I didn't record any game sounds, so maybe I'll post that on the second channel, or maybe I'll just release it. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, that is all for me. Thank you for watching. If you like what I'm doing, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.